Hey friends, welcome back to the channel, and this is your boy Ahmed at Altcoin Era. And today we're gonna look into the cryptoverse. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and without further ado, we're just gonna go straight to the charts, because you know what they say, show me the charts and I'll tell you the news. We got the S&P 500 and it's made a new higher high. We're going to have to wait and see how this plans out. So we're going to have to wait and see for the weekly and see a confirmation of the weekly that we actually broke the previous all-time high. But it looks very, very good. I cannot deny that. We have the Nasdaq, and the Nasdaq 100 is currently just broken past that trend line. It all looks really, really good. Dow Jones has made a new higher high. We have the presidential elections happening in November. We have the DXY, and it looks like it's about to break downwards. And normally what that means is when the dollar breaks down, asset values increase. The star of the show is gold. It looks remarkable. Could possibly get to 3,000 US dollars by the end of the year. But however, BTC is still lagging behind. We're still forming higher lows. I know. No one wants to say it, but we're still forming higher lows. We made higher lows after higher lows after higher lows after higher lows after another higher low. Yet the S&P 500 has made all-time new highs. DXY is about to break down. Gold has made all-time new highs. Yet this is still here. Why do you think this is the case? And it has to do with monetary policy. Simple as that. BTC is not an inflation hedge. We saw it in the past when inflation got to 10% in America and BTC went downwards. During this period right over here, people seem to have short-term memory. But this period was an inflationary period. Yet BTC did not outperform. It didn't outperform. Right now, as we speak, gold is signaling that inflation might rear its ugly head. It might. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but it might. Now, BTC normally does well during disinflation. Q4 has always generally been better for BTC. So we're going to see. If BTC doesn't make an all-time new high during Q4, then there's your answer. It's due to a re-emergence of inflation. On the bright side, we have dominance. Dominance is finally heading back down. Finally. That alleviates a lot of selling pressure for altcoins. Altcoins have definitely seen a nice, healthy bounce. However, we need for a real altcoin season for this to break. If this trend line breaks, then ladies and gentlemen, we're about to see a cycle like no other. I'll give you the good, the bad, and the ugly for this argument. Have you been buying BTC? Honestly speaking. Have you been buying BTC? No. Maybe a little bit? No. Maybe just a little. Are you sure? Don't lie to yourself. So who's been buying BTC? Institutions, correct? Institutions have been buying BTC. Do you really think institutions are going to rotate into altcoins? Just think about it. Honestly, sit down and think about it. Okay, if that's not the case, then who's coming in? Retail. Where's the money coming in from? Retail. Forget this rotation of funds. Who's gonna come back into the space? Then retail. And what do they need? They need interest rates to come down, correct? Retail don't have any money right now. Some of you are fortunate enough to be speculating in altcoins because you're way ahead of the curve. You're way, way, way ahead of the curve. That's why you're watching this video. And well done. Well done to yourself. You should be proud. But the majority of retail are still not participating. Some of them got burnt, but some of them, they're planning to come back. If we reverse engineer this chart, what was the main reason why it went up? Because of interest rates, correct? I can overlay it to you, but I'll just tell you. It's mainly because of interest rates, monetary policy. That's the reason why it went up. So what's the reason for it to go down? Monetary policy. Here is the daily chart for altcoins. And what do you notice? What do you notice? AI crypto coins are outperforming. Arweave, Tau, Render, Near. These coins are outperforming the herd. I made a previous video, extensive video. If you don't believe me, check this out. Brand new coin. It came out in May 2023. Look at the price performance so far. It looks really, really good. We're having a minor small pullback, but this is part of the territory in crypto. You get massive, massive swings in the market, and then you get some pullbacks. 60%. It's at currently $6.48. It's a great token, has a great potential in the market. Right now we're just having a sell-off. Some of the VCs and some of the token holders are taking profits. Oh, let me find you OXO. Here we go. Market cap is 168 million. Its total supply is 891 million in circulating supply. As you can see here, we've had a substantial pullback, but this is indicative of the market. Nvidia has gone up to massive amounts, and I think it's just going to have a cooling off moment. I did tell my private members this is a great opportunity to buy the dip. We're having a reversal at the moment. We headed down, we hit this peak, and we headed down. Now slowly but surely we're going to head up higher to these areas. Here at Altcoin Era, we can see this coin get much higher, maybe closer to $60-70. That's still a substantial gain from the prices that we have now. I think it's a solid project and it's going to do relatively well compared to this. OXO and SPEC are very similar. They are competitors in this market. From the very bottom at 0.02, we went up from there to the peak. We went up 2,076%. The peak was at 53 cents. It's continuing to come back down, and we're going to find a better area of demand. Once the demand steps in, we're going to continue to go much higher. This has a very bright future. Let's have some fun. We're going to compare the two coins. We have SPEC on the left hand corner and we have OXO on the right hand corner. If we have a closer inspection of Total 2, we can see we're very close to this resistance. Altcoins are going to continue to rise until we get to this area. We hit this trend line multiple times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this probably going to be the 5th time. We either have to break out of this parallel wedge, this parallel descending channel, and break out. If history is any indication, we could probably see the same kind of reaction. We break out of this falling descending wedge, go up from here to there of 71%. So we could see total market cap to head 70%. Let's just give a modest 50%. A modest 50% will take us to 1.46 trillion US dollars. It took us 30 days from January to the middle of February is what we saw. So we could see something similar. Now history doesn't repeat, but it often does rhyme. So we could see something whereby we go up, let's not say 70, let's say 50%. And we go by 40 bars. That will take us till November. What happens after November? A president is elected. So what happens after November? A president is elected. Sometimes what happens is during markets, they'll do a double top, and just to suck in liquidity, they'll do a fake out. Therefore, we're going to closely watch this area. This may be a fake out. We head back down into this area. There's some new participants in the market and they don't understand ETH. They really don't. Some of them don't even hold ETH. They've never held ETH and they don't understand ETH. I get it. Your low cap coin is going to make you millions. Hopefully, inshallah. But this is going to be around for a long time. For a long time. People fail to understand the importance of Ethereum. Ethereum has the most market share in the space. Ethereum has the most developers, more than BTC and all of these other L2s, vastly more. It has the most mind share, it has the most developers, the most DeFi, you name it, they have it. Everyone in the space copies Ethereum, if you like it or not. They all copy Ethereum. I've heard this in numerous cycles where participants find an Ethereum killer, and where are they now? None of them are standing as high as Ethereum. I can go on for days. I can go on for hours about Ethereum. Maybe you're new here and you've never ever seen me before. Some guy on the internet with a McDonald's hat. But best believe Ethereum is going to outperform Salana. And this is the nature of crypto. People rotate their funds and move on to other shinier crypto coins. A few months ago, Salana could do no wrong. And now, Sue is the Salana killer. It happens time and time again. When you thought your investment was safe, you found out very soon your investment is definitely not safe. So as we see here, Sue has gone up from here to there at 211%. I really don't understand why it's getting this much attention, because if I go on DeFi Llama, it barely has a DeFi community. It barely has any TVL. It barely has anything. Actually, the TVL is actually decreasing. Yet the price is going up higher. So I really don't understand what's going on. Let's look at the TVL. You can see right here, if you really zoom in, and you can tell just over here that the TVL not long ago was at 772 million. Currently, it's at 696 million. Yet the price has gone up far more. Yet the price of Sue has gone up 203%. This price increase is not warranted. They barely have anything on that chain. Initially, I have to admit, I was against Sue. I didn't understand the hype because there are plenty of coins that are way better, that have vastly more value, such as Tau. But let me just finish my TA. If it breaks this trend line, ladies and gentlemen, and confirms and holds above this trend line, I'm talking about a weekly close above this trend line, then it looks like that this is not exit liquidity. This might be heading to price discovery. I want to show you some honorable mentions, and I've been talking about Tau for a very long time, and we're up massively. I was telling everyone to buy during these periods because I believed it was a great time to buy. People were telling me, nope, AI is finished, it's not coming back. And look at it now. I want to show you a hidden gem. I mentioned it once on my channel, and if you were paying attention, hopefully you bought. If I can find it. Me and our private members were buying spec around here. All here, we were buying spec. It went down drastically from right over here all the way down, and it went down 71%. So far in the past 14 days, spec is up 90%. Everyone in this channel has one simple task, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is to find S2. Forget about S1, S3, S4. You have one objective. We're looking for coins that have this kind of setup. We need an S2 phase. So look around, that's your homework, and find coins that are about to head to that phase. POW looks like it's about to head to an S2 phase. I'll give you an example of POW. POW had S1 over here, S2 right over here, S3, and then we have S4. We're looking for this period right here. I'm just strictly freestyling, spitballing, whatever you want to call it. And this is the USDC dominance. I want to show you this. This was the absolute peak. All right, so quick little introduction. Every time this goes up, it means that more people are in stablecoins. Every time this goes down, it means that more people are in crypto. The first one was in June 2022, and the second one was in November 2022. What do you notice here? It was the absolute bottom for BTC. We got to 16,000 during this period. Ever since then, it's never made a higher high. Okay, we've just made lower highs after lower highs after more lower highs. Okay, lower highs right here and further lower highs. We had a altcoin rally. Altcoins got destroyed from here to here by around 70 to 80%. This technical setup is bullish. What do you notice? What do you notice right now? From the very bottom to the top, dominance went up by 78%. Altcoins, surprisingly enough, you know what's strange? Altcoins went down by 70 to 80%. There is a correlation between USDC dominance and altcoins. This is a technical setup, and this is a bullish technical setup. It's a rising parallel channel. If it breaks this channel, what does it mean? We're going to head down lower. If I extrapolate from here to here, and I move this from here to here, we could head to 2% in the future. Fingers crossed if BTC breaks out sooner rather than later. What I'm trying to imply in this argument is this. We break this, whenever USDC dominance heads down, people are rotating their funds into crypto. And there, my friends, we have altcoin season. Simple as that. I'll be back tomorrow, same time. Hope you had a lovely evening, lovely day, and wherever you are, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, comment. Peace.